What up, guys? It's Dunk Fuck It, and we're gonna do top 5 apocalypse games. So any game that has to do with after the world ends. Let's get right into it. Alright, number 1, you know we're gonna get DayZ in here. Now I say you know it because I made shit tons of videos on this fucking game, and it's amazing. I mean, you're planted in a zombie infested world and you have to decide what you want to do. Like, for example, I ran into this fucking military base and I go, woo, got some boy right here, bang, 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 and I fucking, boom. Did you hear me? Did you hear me like freak out a little bit?
Damn.
I got this kill.
Good
And
job.
this kill isn't just like in Call of Duty where you
This
kill
was the
someone and it's
dude.
put on your
He has a
fucking,
Mosin. I'm gonna
you
put
know,
on my
kill
backpack
streaks or
Mosin.
whatever. I got a fucking big rifle out of it, the
What are you shooting
Mosin,
at?
and I got some backpacks and some food and
He
some ammo
scared
and
me.
whatever.
He only
And that's
had a
why this game
Mosin.
is so much
This was the
fun,
guy
is you
I
can
shot.
go out and hunt and look for items that you need
Yeah,
in
I
the
know,
game,
but, like,
but you can also
UMP. What's
just
with me and
be
breaking legs,
there
dude? What the fuck?
and hunt for it by killing other people. It's insanely fun. This is also an old footage. The game is, or not the game, the video is Northwest Garbage if you actually want to see the full thing. I'm just using it for some backdrop footage, if you know what I'm saying,
It's
homie.
like out of breath. Like, what does he have at his desk that he's always eating?
Like wood chips.
Now, number 2, we got Fallout 4. Now, if you ain't never played this fucking game, I would say, I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. I think it would basically be something
Fuck some shit up.
along the lines of, like, just messing around, having some fun, but then the second you grab a gun, baby, oh, hey, what's going on there, going up, oh, gotcha, bitch, oh, you're gonna get smacked, there you go, see here, motherfucker, oh, you're gonna get, oh, you just got smacked, oh, there you go, oh, gotcha, bitch, oh, there you go, oh, you ain't touching me, motherfucker. Now, those probably fucking stupid and kind of irritate you, but there's actually a fucking point to it. I mean, this game is beefy. You just walk into it and you're shooting. There's blood everywhere. There's different types of things. You can shoot the limbs off people and they can still come at you. I mean, you can wound someone to the point where they're just walking at you with no weapons and they're just limping at you and then they still come. It's awesome. I would definitely recommend this game. As you can see, it's a post-apocalyptic world after a nuclear explosion has fucking basically killed everyone, and the things that they haven't killed, they've severely fucked up with their nuclear waste. Like this motherfucker. But personally, super recommend it. Very fun. Very enjoyable game. Now, next up we got Mad Max. Now, if you're one of my 8 subscribers that have stayed with me basically my whole journey on YouTube, I've actually made a video on this, and I mean, it was ass. It's a terrible video. I deleted it. You can't watch it. It's ass. But I mean, this game is so fucking fun. You can hop in and do basically whatever you want. If you want to be in the car, you can be in the car. If you want to be in the ground, you can be on the ground. You can soup up your car like as you can see now, and you can take it on these big missions where you go like, and you run them into it, and you take people's shit, and you blow them up, and you shoot their gas tanks or whatever. And it's truly like vehicle warfare, like the newest Mad Max and the old Mad Max movies. And then when you're done with that, you can hop out of your car and roll over to a fucking base and just kick the shit out of other people. Do you see him? Do you see my boy Max right here? He just dodged that boy, and then he's coming back and he's like, boom, boom, boom. He missed a couple of shots, but don't judge him for that. It's okay. And he's just coming around. It's so much fun. And he just shoots the last guy because he's done dealing with him, homie. This is a fun game. The way he shoots, the way he walks, the way he looks. Souping up your car, souping up Max. Actually, Max, you know, the fucking player that you play. The guy who's mad all the time. And the story itself, super fun. I mean, the missions are great. Very gripping for your you know, mind. So definitely would recommend. Have fun souping up your car, souping up Max, and beating the shit out of some scumbags that just want to eat you. Alright, on to the next game. Now we got the 4th game. It's Rage. Now, out of all the games on here, this is the least popular game. And I chose it because I wanted to have a little wild card for anyone who had looked at a bunch of these lists and know all the games. I mean, I've been there. I know how that feels where you just need a new game. Now, this game's kind of difficult and a lot of people won't like it. I played it when I was kind of young and I tried to replay it and I actually couldn't. It creeped me the fuck out. But I was having fun, and the reason I couldn't was another game came out that I actually wanted to try that I hadn't played before. This game is very, very similar to Mad Max, but it's a lot more grim. You basically play as some, I don't know, spaceman that fell down from space, and now it's like apocalyptic times, and it's just like Mad Max, except it's a bit in the future, so the guns and the grenades and the houses and basically everything's done in the future. And also it's in first person. And I mean the landscaping and the cities, and as you can see, are very cool. It's almost got a Borderland-ish theme to it and feel. It's made by Bethesda, just like Fallout. But the enemies, these guys, they're the ones that made this game fucking scary. They will rush you and yell at you and fucking scream at you with tomahawks. And the first game, they're like swinging from the rafters and they're just trying to yell at you. And you have very limited ammo and you have to shoot them in the head because it takes like 30 shots to actually kill them. But this game is actually really fun. It's a very intense first-person shooter, and if you want to play a game that doesn't give you a lot of ammo and makes the combat really intense, I would definitely suggest getting this fucking game. Finally, we got to number 5. This is The Division. Now, I made a very underrated video on this a while ago, and if you're interested about this game, you can go see it. It's called The Dunk Division. Since I'm not that popular, you'd have to scroll down my channel instead of just typing it in. And I think I'm just gonna tell you just basically how I played this game. I played it with rolling around with my friends, having a sniper rifle and an automatic rifle, just rolling down the streets, doing mission by mission, and unlocking gear, outfits, and fucking upgrades. That's what I like to do in this game. Other people like to play the online, but for me, I think it's kind of more buggy and silly. I like to play the levels with friends, and it's not really comparable to a lot of games. I would compare it most similar to Destiny. If you've ever played Destiny, you know that a lot of the enemies are the exact same and will stay the same. The only difference in them is as you progress, the level of the enemy grows, which means the strength or the shield or the damage of that enemy also grows with it. And that's very similar to this. For example, these guys are what's called Rikers, and they would be basic soldiers, all of them. But if you're playing, you know, a later mission, they're going to be super hard to kill because they're so high on the fucking level spectrum. But if you're playing a first level, as you know, a level 30 or whatever, it's going to be much easier because you're going to be able to one-shot hit them because all your weapons are upgraded with insane amounts of damage. I would definitely recommend it. It's post-apocalyptic, obviously. I keep saying that for all of these, but I'm just trying to make sure so nobody gets pissed at me. It's based in New York. The specifics of this game, the detail, the fucking environment is insane. It is so fun. I mean, I had fun walking around, just exploring the environment, and it was like I was actually walking around in New York. And then I would just kind of every once in a while go and actually kill someone to do a mission. Definitely would recommend buying this. It's snowy all the time, if that's what you're wondering, and the thing that caused the apocalypse was actually a flu. I don't know if that, you know, helps you out. It kind of adds a different spin to the game because you have to worry about virus, you know, in certain areas, and so it's super fun. I definitely would recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it if you're iffy about it and don't have anyone to play with. You can be iffy about it and have someone to play with, and you'll still have a great time though. So thank you.
Fucking cleaners.
Let's take them out.
That's too risky. They're all elite. Let's try not to pull aggro.
What are you talking about? There's 5 of us.
Yeah, 5 of us with loot that we want to hold on to. Trust me.